there, guys. Welcome to the first show of the week here at PTV Australia. Live and interactive, of course, on Facebook all around the world, streaming on Facebook Live. And we are also on 7.2 right now. 3 hours from this very moment and of your very own readings here at Psychic TV. So what would you like to ask us tonight? The theme tonight is Nature Friday. And we're asking you what is your preferred space in nature that, makes you feel wonderful, or brings you comfort or peace, and tell us why as well. That's the Facebook question on Facebook. So we are live right now. There are a number of ways you can get readings and interact with us here at PTV Australia. Welcome to the show if you are brand new as well. We are definitely a little bit unusual if you've never watched the show before, but a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of serious also. We are here to support you, to help you out, to give you guidance. We've got an amazing team of specialist psychics and healers that can help you with any issue that you have right now. So if you'd like to get a snapshot reading at the desk, this is your way to send through picture messages. Now, don't worry about this if you are new to PTV. You'll just have to watch the show for the first maybe 5-10 minutes and you'll get the gist. So this is how to send through picture messages. The number is 0437 646 958 with your first name, your full date of birth. Please do not leave out these details, and keep your question specific. So, for instance, if you're new, maybe your name, your date of birth, and say what's coming up for me in regards to work for the next 2 to 3 months. That kind of question. If you'd like to send through a text, please send those through to 1999 0909. Once again, with the same name, date of birth, and specific question. You do call us, though, to leave a voicemail. We do love those. They do make it to air much faster than both texts and voicemails. So both texts and picture messages. Call us to leave a voicemail. Listen to the prompts if you've never done so before. Option number 9, when you get through on one of the 2 numbers on screen, and the same goes, your name, your date of birth, and your specific question. A huge welcome to all of our regulars as well, sending lots of shout-outs. Those will come, and nice to see you guys, and nice to spend another evening or morning with you. Let's go around the studio. I'd like to say a huge welcome and a big shout-out to all of our Facebookers. I've noticed the likes have been increasing on our page as well. So if you feel like it, and you feel like being a little bit generous of spirit, we'd love it if you share our page and let everyone else know about this wonderful program. Well, guess who's in the studio? First time in this studio.
Hello.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Hello, my friend.
Good to see you again.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
We've missed you.
Oh, thank you.
It's
I miss
been
being here.
how long?
I think it's been about 2 months.
No, actually
Something
doesn't
like
feel that long, to be
Yeah,
honest.
something like that.
Because actually you and I keep regular contact
That's
in other
right,
ways.
so
Yeah.
it feels less.
Yeah. It's really nice to
Thank
see
you. Thank you.
I love the way you work. You have a very genuine, natural way about you. And so, well, in fact, can you explain a little bit?
So I'm a psychic medium. The psychic readings are looking at past, present, future, helping with any sort of personal issues, relationship, work issues that are going on, financial problems. And the mediumship is connecting with the other side, so that's with pets and animals. I hear, I see, I feel, I have a knowing, and I've had that since childhood. And it could be anything. It's probably something random sounding to me, but it will hopefully resonate with you.
You have, and she has the sweetest, she comes across as having the sweetest nature, which she does, but she's definitely got this beautiful cheeky nature as well. And you'll notice that she's absolutely genuine and really, really, really gorgeous, gorgeous soul, down to earth. One of my favourite people here.
Oh, thank you.
Now shall we get started?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she can do mediumship at the desk, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. We're going to start with a voicemail first. Okay. Let's do it.
Leonie, 26th of the 1st, 1971. I would just like a reading on family, money, and if there's any messages from the other side. I love the show. Thanks.
It's
Bye.
lovely to hear from Leonie, who doesn't often leave voicemails for us.
Hi, Leonie. Thanks for connecting with me. I'm feeling a lot of emotional stress, and you've got the weight of the world on your shoulder, and that's partially due to circumstances, but it's also the way you care for so much for other people. You've got a really beautiful, empathic, caring nature, but you do at times have to pull back and look after yourself, because you can't, and this has happened to me recently, you can't help people when you're drained because you start to get sick. And it was family, money. The money side of things is the thing that's been the most troubling for you, the most concerning, and other things like family are intertwined with that. So it feels like there's a family member that owes you money, and that's sort of been going on for a while. It feels like the longer term ones are not, and I'm rubbing my hands, it feels like money is coming your way, but it's it's from a source that you're probably thinking of the least. So the one that sort of has been the longest, the most troublesome, I can't see that resolving. But the other, there's actually other issues. I can see that money's coming towards you. It's going to be not a lot of money, but it's going to be a regular sort of flow of money, and that you'll get that cash flow coming, and it's just that peace of mind that yes, that's for the next month, that's for the next month. So it feels like that's resolving. The family side of things, it's actually more so for you, the way you deal with it. You're very sort of reactive in sort of family confrontations. You need to step back, and that's for your own energy levels. That's for your own peace of mind. But you'll actually find that people will start coming to you, Leonie. It's kind of the opposite of what you think, but the person you're most worried about will come to you for help when you sort of step back. It sounds like that's not what you should be doing, but that feels like that's what you should be doing. Mediumship, I'm getting a mother figure. It actually feels like you've had two mums, whether your own natural mum was unable to care for you for a period of time, but it feels like it's two mums. And it feels like one's on the other side and the other one's here, but not completely here. So there's been sort of hospitals, there's been sort of like, and I'm feeling like I can't speak, like there's been a loss of functioning, and it's like you talk to her but she's not there kind of thing. And what I'm feeling, what the message I'm getting from the other side is just a whole lot of love and look after yourself, really protect yourself, step back from the issues, and it's going to be okay, and it's going to be less worrying about the money side of things.
You're so beautiful the way you read, Rhonda. You truly are. I really love the way you read. Yeah.
Thank you.
I do have a very big soft spot for you, though. Now we've got a picture coming through. We need more voicemails, texts, and pictures. Can we all send collectively? Lovely Jeanette on our live feed has said she's feeling lost and alone, and it made me go, oh. So can we all send lovely Jeanette, who's underneath our live feed, saying lost and alone? Lots of love and support collectively. I do believe in safety in numbers, and that will get to her. Sending you so many hugs, Jeanette. We've got a picture coming through right now from Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. 7th of April, 1977. Will we marry? When and where? We love those specific questions. Okay.
Hi, Chrissy. Thanks for connecting. I'm feeling like it could be a yes or a no. It's like it's almost like you should already be married, but you've also got a close mateship, so it's kind of like it's going to be fine either way, but it's really the nature of the relationship, so you've got to look at exactly what you want. It actually feels like the hesitations of marriage is actually coming from you, and you feel that it's from him, but it actually feels like it's from you, and it's like it's sort of a mateship that you don't want to lose, like you don't want him out of your life, but you could easily be married, and I can actually see you being very happy together. And there's already children around you. It feels like you've got a beautiful motherly energy. So whether you've got children to him or they're sort of nieces and nephews, it feels like you've got you would be a beautiful mother, but it's more so you've just got that energy and that warmth, and you're a good you're a natural teacher as well, natural mother, natural teacher. It feels like it's going to be fine, and however it has to happen will happen that way, and you're always going to be a part of each other's lives. It's quite a strong connection. It's not sort of one of those relationships where you sort of move on, never speak to each other. I can't. So whether you don't marry sort of straight away or you don't, it doesn't feel like it's happening in the time frame that you want. It's actually going to be fine. And it actually feels like overseas. I'm seeing you both going. I'm actually seeing you going on a plane, but going separately. So there's and the reason for that is there's a work issue, and sort of leading up to the wedding there'll be a sort of like a work issue. So you'll go overseas, but you'll board two different planes from two different places. And it's fine. It's just gonna energetically, it's just gonna work out. So that's completely fine. And when I'm actually getting sort of late next year, early the year after, so it's quite a while away, and it'll feel like, although you've done the planning leading up to it, it's not going to happen exactly the way you think, but you're both going to be fine with that because you're both resourceful, practical people, and it'll work out. Everything feels fine.
Good
Yeah.
to know. Everything that's good
Thanks,
to know
Chrissy.
for you. Now, thank you very, very much, Chrissy, for making your question specific as well.
Yeah,
It's always a
absolutely.
good idea to do that, especially also, well, not just for you and for our psychics here, also for our lovely editing team in there, which is also the producer in the audio, so they don't have to chop away too much of your message. We've got one at home available right now. Wow, of all the nights we could have done with, we've got one international available, option number 6, pin 2533, Carolyn available right now. Now we've got to do a text message.
Sure.
And here comes a text message from Shireen. What a beautiful name. Hi Shireen, welcome to the program. Never heard from you before. 30th of the 12th, 1965. Can I have a general reading, please?
Hi, Shireen. Thanks for connecting. Straight away with you, I'm getting very cold fingers. Don't know what's going on with your fingers. They feel my hands feel quite heavy, feel numb and a bit cold. So if you haven't spoken to a doctor about that, make sure you do because it's quite uncomfortable. General reading for you. It feels like slow and steady. All I'm getting for you is slow and steady wins a race. You've actually set yourself up in a good position. You're comfortable. You're happy where you live. I think you've got a few crazy neighbours. There's sort of a bit of a neighbourhood issue there, and it doesn't feel. It feels like that sort of on and off. Sometimes it flares up and then it's calm, but that's always there. But that doesn't sort of bother you so much. I can see you travelling interstate, not overseas, but interstate. Like you've got friends, you've got a connection interstate, and it's going to the west, sort of southwest. So whether it's just sort of southwest from your location, it feels like you do a bit of travel there, and you sort of just hop in a car and drive, and that's fine. Also feeling a bit of asthma with you, Shireen. Like there's a bit of sort of a kind of an asthma feeling, but also a heavy chest, perhaps a bit of anxiety. So you're actually a bit of a worrier. You've actually set things up, and you're quite comfortable, and you've resolved things as well as you can in your life. So it feels like you don't need to spend that energy worrying about it because you're on top of things and you've done things well, and you're actually someone that people look up to. People will go to, and I mean, you're not that old, but you're sort of like a wise little old lady, and I mean that in the nicest way. But you're seen by people as someone that you would be able to help resolve their problems. So the way you look at yourself is quite different from the way other people look at yourself. So just keep that in mind and be assured that you've done well for yourself.
Oh, pat yourself on the back, gorgeous Shireen. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Words of encouragement is what our wonderful psychics are good for as well. If you are feeling a little bit lost, just like our lovely Jeanette on the live feed, and thank you all of you that are sending her love. I know you're doing that. That's what our wonderful fans do. They rally, which is beautiful. Thank you for doing that. But we are here to help you, by the way, guys, as well. Live and interactive right now. Please keep sending through your texts, your voicemails, and your picture messages. We'll send through, we'll put up those numbers again shortly. But next up, we are going to do another picture coming through. Keep those coming. It is Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. 2nd of the 7th, 1965. Hi to you. May I please have a current love reading about my guy?
Hi, Chrissy. Thanks for connecting. I'm just going to say this how I see it. The first thing I see is just move on. It feels like it feels like you're better for your life experience, but he's not. So in many respects, you've connected, and you feel that you're able to have conversations with him that you've not had with other people. But energetically, it feels like your glass half full, his glass half empty. It's quite you're energetically the way you look at things is in the deep the way that you sort of, your natural personality, the way you look at things is quite different from him. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can take this any way you look at it. You have to make your own decision. But what I want for you to do, Chrissy, is to trust your instincts. And, you know, enjoy your time. That's completely fine. But I just feel like there's going to be... and it actually feels like next year. So it feels like you'll be with him for a while. But it feels like there'll be sort of things that happen and the way he reacts, and your sort of alarm bells will start to ring. So really all I'll say to you is just trust your instincts. And you don't need a psychic to tell you that. You really have to trust your instincts. And you've done that through, I'm getting 12 years ago. Think back to what happened 12 years ago. That's what happened to you. And you need to, it doesn't feel like it's going to be as bad as that, but it feels like you do need to trust your instincts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sending you heaps of love, darling
absolutely.
Chrissy. Definitely. Okay, guys, what's next for our beautiful viewers? Text is coming through. We're live and interactive on Nature Friday. The Facebook question is all around nature. Just scroll down the Facebook page, somewhat down from our live feed, and there'll be the question there, and I'll read out some of your responses. Hello to my lovely Belle. Hello to Troy. Hi to Marion. Hi to Carol. Hello to Rob. Hello to Teresa. Hello to Vicky Licious. Lovely to see all of you on Facebook. Hi Zara, 28th of the 5th, 1975. Do you see me divorcing my husband?
I didn't. I couldn't read that word, and I was just
So
playing.
we just had a marriage one where we get married. Now we've got the complete opposite.
I was just playing with my ring, but that's
wow.
interesting. Yes, I can actually, and it's going to take a little while longer than you think. And it feels like you're both going to be better for it. It feels like energetically you're just sort of done. It's like leaving a bad workplace or leaving a bad family type relationship. It just feels like it's done, and it feels like you've tried to problem solve, and you and him haven't had your timing at the same time, but it feels like you have sort of made the effort, and it actually feels like there's going to be a lot more discussion about it. It's not. I can see you being sort of like going over the hill and then being happier. So it feels like there's still emotionally a lot of, and I'm feeling teary now. It feels like you're feeling quite burdened at the moment, like you're shouldering all the responsibility, all the burden. And I don't know whether he has medical issues or what's sort of going on with that, but it feels like those feelings that you're feeling, it's only going to get more so as time goes on. So again, like I told Chrissy, trust your instincts. It really feels like yes, that's going to happen, but it'll be a longer period of time than you think, because it feels like there's going to be more discussion, and you'll feel you'll feel better in that you've sort of helped him be sort of the best person he can be and live his life, but you have to remember that you can't control another person's actions. You can help guide them, but whether they take that advice or turn it around and become the victim, you have absolutely no control over that. So again, trust your instincts, and you're just going to have to be patient. It feels like one of your life lessons is patience. It's one of my life lessons too, and it doesn't make it any easier. Things can be really frustrating, but everything's going to be. It feels like in sort of a couple of years, your life will be quite different. It'll be far less complicated. You'll be happier. You'll be seeing friends that you haven't seen in a while. Just like you just connect accidentally. Didn't know they'd moved, and vice versa. And it just feels like it's going to be nice, and you're not going to be lonely. You'll have that. You'll make those connections of friends, and think about hobbies that you like as well, as in doing things that you like to do. So join a new club or do things like that. And those times. And I can see you having a pet as well. A pet will help you walk out and get out of the house and that sort of thing. So it feels like it's going to be difficult at first, but in a couple of years you'll be a lot happier.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
So there's serious light at the end of the tunnel, more
Yeah.
than a
Oh,
glimmer.
absolutely.
Serious light. Just get through this.
Absolutely.
Stay strong, Zara. I love your work.
Thank
It's so
you.
nice to see you. You have not been able to engage with Rhonda for 2 long months, so she's going to be particularly busy. I absolutely know it tonight. You're going to go into booth number 1. Bye,
Sure.
my
Thank
friend.
you. Thanks.
Now, guys, we do implore you to send us your validations. If you do get a psychic reading, sorry, guys, it's a brush hair from my makeup brush. If you do get a psychic reading done and you love what they do, and we have a psychic for everybody, they have a gift for all different situations. Please go ahead and write down validation. We would love some feedback. If you loved your reading, go ahead and write it. Send it via private message. Write it on the page. Write it underneath the live feed, underneath the photo. We want to engage that a little bit more, so you can share your experience with other people, and we get more people joining our family as well. And kudos to our psychics. I don't think they get enough here, especially the ones that travel from far and wide. Everyone's available at the moment. There are some calls coming through, but you've got a very good chance, actually. So we're going to go around before they all get on calls and ask them to for those of you that dip in and out of the show, because it's a 3-hour program. There's not everyone watches the whole entire 3 hours. We're going to just get Rhonda to run through what she can do for you. Rhonda, quickly tell us one more time before you come up to the desk what you can do for our viewers, darling.
Hi, Mel. I'm a psychic medium, medical intuitive. I can connect with the other side with humans and pets, and the psychic readings looking at past, present, future, or helping with any specific area of your life.
You need to connect with Rhonda ASAP because she is coming up very shortly at the desk. Option number 1. Hey, you know, when I was up at the country with my folks, all of the birds and the kookaburras and the big pigeons, you know, the really big ones, they look like doorstops. Is how big. You know the ones?
They stare at you. They become. I
Yeah,
don't
have
know
you
what
seen
it
the
is.
country ones? The country ones,
Yeah.
they're 2 colours only. Like, they're not the iridescent pigeons.
Yeah.
They're 2 colours. They've got the big, and the...
Yeah,
oh,
they're really proud,
they're
like the big chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, but I have animals just stare at me. They just become fixated with me. And it's birds, I think, that freak me out because I had a seagull once and it was just massive and I thought, what
You're having
on
a
earth
moment
are
with
you?
it.
Are you a mutant seagull or a different species? I didn't know.
You are a bit of a pet psychic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. She can do
Yeah,
pet
probably
readings.
trying to connect.
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
You look so gorgeous. I know I keep
Oh,
saying
thank
it.
you.
No, you absolutely do. Really,
Thank
really
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
We got Yvonne, option number 1, and Angelina has just become available. Yvonne's there, option 1. Angelina not back in the studio until December. December is the last time you can connect with the amazing Angelina. That's via PTV. Let's do a reading with a lovely, lovely Rhonda. And this is Leanne. Hi, Leanne. Welcome to the program. I think you're new. And lovely photo of you, 18th of the 8th, 1960. Good morning to you. Can I please get a reading for the rest of the year?
Hi, Leanne. Thanks for connecting. You're just very busy. You're on the go. You're just dealing with kids, dealing with lots of things. It's like you're a taxi driver. I just see you just being so busy, just completely run off your feet. And it feels like that sort of, it's going to keep going and then it's just going to suddenly stop. But then you've got other things to do. It's like you just, if you weren't a good time manager, you'd have a nervous breakdown or something. So I'm just getting really, really busy for you. It feels like you. It's like there's a bit of. I feel like I'm having difficulty speaking. Like there's something you're not saying. You've just got to. For you, it's about timing. It's timing and speaking. It's like you've got to pick your timing a little bit better when you try to have difficult conversations, because you kind of start, but then you get frustrated. So I feel like once you do that, that's going to be better for you. And I feel like that conversation is going to happen before Christmas, before the end of the year. And I can also see a bit of travel interstate, sort of early next year, sort of like January, maybe Australia Day weekend, that sort of thing, just doing a quick trip. And that's going to feel like it's a nice cleansing thing for you to do. I know you said just this year. So it just feels like busy, and just, just pick your moments a bit better in having difficult conversations, and something will be resolved before Christmas. Something that's been on your mind for the past few months. So that's actually a good thing. You know, it feels like Christmas Day you'll finally just relax and it's resolved kind of thing. That's done. So starting a new year. And it feels like
Nice and
New
fresh.
Year's Eve is going to be an early night for you, a well-deserved early night. So thanks, Leanne.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you indeed. Still Yvonne and still Angelina, option 1. Option number 2, text is here. And this is from, as we approach rapidly, we're in the last half an hour of the program right now. Helen has sent through a text, and this is her birthday's 12th of the 9th, 1985. A love reading, please. Will things move forward soon?
Hi, Helen. Thanks for connecting. We're getting a lot of love readings here at the desk and
On the
back,
phones
back
too?
on the phones as well. Yeah, and we, love nature. That makes sense. That resonates. Yes, it does feel like things are moving forward soon. It feels very positive. It feels like there's been a lot of positivity around you just in recent couple of days. It feels like the last couple of days has been a bit of discussion about how things are moving forward, and you're both in agreement of how things should go. There's a bit of an issue about work, family on one side. There's a bit of a timing issue about that, but it's going to work out the way you want, the way you're sort of planning it. So everything feels very, very positive with that. And it actually feels like a really good, strong connection, a good friend, intimate, a nice connection. And there's also a bit of, in the past there's been an issue with a certain group of friends, and they're sort of not liking the other one, but that's going to work out the way it's meant to be. That's really quite secondary. It's not worth your energy thinking about that. So that's exciting times, Helen.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Helen,
thank you.
indeed. Angelina now and Patricia are available. The combination has changed just slightly. Option number 2 for Angelina, who is not back in our PTV studio until December. And Patricia has just become available. She's up next at the desk, so you have to be fast to connect with her on the phone. Another picture is on its way. Thank you for sending those. It's Adam and his dog. Hi, Adam. How sweet. 1st of the 11th, 1970. May I have a reading on the next 3 months, please?
Hi, Adam. Thanks for connecting. I'm just clapping my hands. You can't see me on the desk. You're getting recognition for an achievement that's coming up. I just want to clap my hands. Well done on the hard work. It's paying off. That feels like a work connection, but there's also, you've got a connection between work and family. So whether it's a family business or there's other family members or sister-in-law, something like that works at your work. So it's that celebration with your work is going to carry on to your family. So it's going to carry over, and everyone's literally clapping their hands for you. So that feels really good, really positive. That feels like that's going to be before Christmas, sort of later at the end of the year, but it could well be pushed back just due to circumstance in the business. It could be pushed back to sort of January when you get back. But that's a good thing. Feels like there's, with this recognition on the work front, there's going to be changes as well. So you can, it's more sort of responsibility. You've got to weigh up whether you want to do that, whether it's worth the money, that sort of thing. But I can see you sort of using it to sort of branch out, suggest sort of that you do something slightly different. It feels like you've sort of got some good ideas, and after having this recognition, you'll be able to sort of steer their thinking a little bit. So that feels like a good thing for you. And I'm rubbing our hands, so it feels like clapping recognition and a bit more money for you. So that's good. And there's been a whole bit of a holiday you're putting off. That would be another good thing to negotiate as well, as in the time off work to go and do that. I'll come back refreshed, I'll start this new role and I'll do this. So it feels like you've got a bit of bargaining power there with your work. Other than that, everything feels good.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you, Rhonda. Continuing on, because we don't have much left of the program, we've got Angelina available. Option number 2. She's not back until around about mid-December. You need to connect with her now if you'd like to. A text is on its way, and this is also from Thank you. It helps if you give me those beautiful names. Thank you, gorgeous people. Thank you. Whilst I wait for it, because there we go. It just did space otherwise. Talk amongst yourselves while we wait for the text message to come through. Sometimes those text messages, it's only the text really. Sometimes they slow down. Yeah. They kind of get stuck in the system on the way from there to here.
Yeah.
And this is from Marilyn. Oh, that Marilyn. I should have known that birthday off by heart. Hello, gorgeous. Hello to you and your son, Robert. 4th of the 2nd, 1951. Marilyn would like a general reading, please.
General reading. Marion, I'm getting a lot of family sort of commitments. Like you've got sort of birthdays and celebrations, possibly a wedding coming up around Christmas time and sort of the New Year. So it feels like celebrations for you, not just sort of around Christmas. It's and you've been quite good at sort of stepping back, letting other people do that. I mean, you've always, for the most part, you're the one that gets things done and gets things sorted out. But you've learnt to sort of step back and let other people sort of delegate and guide other people to do that, and that's been good for you. You're carrying less on and empowering for them, that sort of thing. I'm getting a bit of, I feel very heavy chested with you. Like it's a bit, my breathing's a bit sluggish. So if you've not got any if you've got any feelings like that, get that checked out with your doctor. We're obviously not doctors, but that's coming through quite strongly for you. And I'm also getting a bit of shoulder pain as well, sort of like back and shoulder pain. It just feels like your breathing's a bit laboured at times, and that's quite difficult. So definitely get a check-up. So that's family, that's health. Money, it feels like there's not much changing. It's kind of you're in that same sort of circumstance, and that's sort of going along smoothly. That's fine. It doesn't feel like you've got any major financial stresses. You know, we've all got our woes and things, but it feels like you've got everything under control. You're a very practical woman, very resourceful, very practical, which is great. Also, there's a craft that you do, like your, and I'm really bad with names of like things that people do with materials. I don't know. I can
sewing?
No, I can see it, but I don't know. The last time I tried to sew, I was sewing up a skirt, sitting on my bed, and I sewed it to my doona. So
you sewed your skirt to your doona.
So so Marilyn, that shows how little I know about sewing type haberdashery things.
Funny.
So, but I'm hoping that resonates with
Tailor,
you.
seamstress, yes.
Yeah, you do. You kind of like make little pictures out of a needle.
Crochet.
And
Tapestry.
Could be. I don't know.
Tapestry.
Maybe tapestry.
Tapestry,
Maybe. Yeah.
tapestry.
It's like you do that sort of thing, and that's really nice. And you give them as gifts too, so you can do that with some of the celebrations.
You're funny.
Yeah. No, it's 3 in the morning, and it's not my strong point anyway. But yeah, it's that sort of material thing. So no offence if I've not got the name right. Yeah,
You're hilarious. I'm just picturing Rhonda on the bed, sewing up, trying to sew a hem of a skirt and sewing the skirt to the bed.
And I sewed it on so straight. I was so proud of myself, and thought this is great. I'll take
and then
it.
you went to
and it didn't lift up. And then I was trying to reach the scissors, and I eventually sort of had to cut it off, and I was just really annoyed that I'd spent all that time and done a good, what I thought a good job.
Funny. Well, did you leave it there for a while? That's what I would have done. That's stuff.
No, I probably should have tucked myself in a bit with the bed.
It's a new whole, gives a whole new meaning to bed skirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
There's a picture. Here it comes. George, hello. 5th of August, 1975. Hi, PTV. May I get a reading, please, on my ex, Teresa? Teresa and family, does she still love me? And will all the nastiest from my sister and her girlfriend stop? Okay, interesting.
Hi, George. Thanks for connecting with me. I feel that Teresa does still love you, but she doesn't love the conflict. She doesn't. It's also, George, you're not. You kind of make situations worse in the way that you react to them. As in, you don't sort of. You're normally a good communicator, George, but you do have a tendency to, when you're upset, which you obviously are, but not sort of let the person finish speaking and then react kind of thing. So just the next time you're in that situation, just take a breath, just pause in before you speak and let them finish, and then try to think about the way you react. If you react in a negative way, you'll attract that negative. So think about what you put out there, you attract. So if you say something like, I feel that, it'll be a less nasty reaction to you. So I feel like that's something you can do to improve that, to reduce the nastiness. I also feel that you could get a bit of sort of professional help in doing that, in having like a mediation or something, in trying to speak to each other. It's like if someone's actually sitting there saying, let her speak, let you speak. You feel that you've got it off your chest, and then you don't have to respond directly to her. So I feel like that's the sort of different ways around that communication to improve that relationship. It doesn't feel at this stage. I honestly can't feel that it's going to be a relationship that resumes, and that may be on the cards. But the key at the moment is to getting that communication. With your sister and your mum, it's a similar sort of thing in the way that you react to them. It's actually, if you feel yourself doing that, particularly with your sister, it's better to walk away. And she'll soon learn not to interfere, because she'll feel that you're coping better and you're reacting better, and she doesn't need to. And it's also about setting boundaries as well. It's a difficult and stressful enough time for you anyway, that you don't need other people sort of interfering, because everyone will say they're an expert, but not everyone knows exactly what's been going on. So look, I wish you all the best. The key at the moment is to keep open the lines of communication and look at your own way of how you're doing that. That's sort of the thing that you can change. And as for sort of whether it's going to be a long term, then that's a conversation you need to have with Teresa later. But I wish you all the best.
Thanks, Rhonda. I'm going to pop you back. There are calls coming through now,
All right,
actually.
thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to pop you back.
Okay,
Lovely
sure.
to work with you. I'll
Thank
see you at the
you.
end of the show. Now, sorry to rush, guys, but I can see some people calling. And this time in the morning, you definitely want to get through to a psychic. So we're going to pop her back there ASAP. But Angelina is there for you, option number 2, her last time in studio until literally the show before Christmas. I know. So you need to connect with Angelina now. Option number 2. Chrissy, gorgeous Chrissy, to our regular Chrissy. You keep sending in photographs, honey. I just saw you send another one. We did do your reading. It's the end of the program, guys. Of course, that's just the first night here at PTV. Oh, your friend Ahmed just said hello. Hello there. Still watching.
Hi.
All the way from Egypt?
Yep, all the way from Egypt.
All the way from Egypt on the live feed.
Yep.
Now, tomorrow in studio, of course, we've got another show, a second one for the weekend. Personality Saturday is what it is. And Susie will be here. Jackie will be here. Karon will be here. And Nada will be here. So we have the energies balanced out very beautifully tomorrow. Of course, Nada's going to be loud and boisterous and all over the place.
No, she's not.
And then Susie's going to be calm and serene.
No. I think it's the other way around. Hang on a minute.
Being facetious, of
Cheeky.
course. I know. Charlene will also be joining us from at home. So that's tomorrow. The official start is dead on. Is it 1 a.m? Wow, we've got a nice even number. So that's 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Now, of course, whilst we are off the air, you can go to the International Psychics, and they are always changing. They're always updating.
Yeah.
There's always different psychics
There's
available.
always different ones.
Yeah, you work the lines.
Yeah.
Alana, I'm not sure if it's Alana or Elena. I'm going to go with
Looks like
Elena.
Elena.
Shine and Simone and Sandy are there at the moment, but they will refresh a little bit later on. Check out who is available via the website, ptvaustralia.com.au. And if you can, to engage with our Facebook page. I've noticed the likes have just increased over the last few days, so it's nice to see that. If you'd like to share the page for us, it's PTV Australia. That would be wonderful. Keep those validations coming, even after the show. If you watched your reading, or you know someone who's watched their reading the next day on the Facebook page, then please get them to either PM us, private message us, or or give us the validation on a live feed somewhere on the page so we can find it and so we can actually read those out and spread the word about this wonderful program. What a wonderful night we've had tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for the first show of the week. Thank you for all of the well wishes as well. Lots of love to Yvonne, all our psychics. Now, perfect timing. I've just come off the phone. Yvonne, good night to you. Good morning to Angelina, of course, and of course to the lovely Rhonda and our lovely Patricia. Thank you. And the gorgeous crew in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you just love cuddling.
I love you. Mwah. Good night, guys. Make sure you dream deeply and sweetly. Have a fantastic day. We will catch you at 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. See you then. Bye.